Hey, this is Ash. We're back again for part three. So I just want to just cover, check out the ad one more time. This is where we found the ad on LinkedIn. I covered it in part one of this series. So it's a live workshop for coaches and course creators exclusively. So this is really niched down to coaches and course creators, which I think is great. It's a great ad. It's a really good ad. As we've talked about, the landing page just is, could be a whole lot better. Okay, so this is where we left off. Um, so I kind of talked about, kind of, it's almost including way too much. Like I think you stick to one thing, right? Like just that's what a lead magnet is for, right? Is to make it super simple. They can fix this. They can do this thing right now, and it's so good, so fast. They're signing up. There's no way they're not signing up. I mean, you're just just giving them too much. Okay, so I've already covered that in part two, so let's just move on. Okay, um, so he goes, and that's just the beginning, which really reiterates what I'm saying. Is like you're giving them like too much, like this is too much. Okay, the report dives into 12 essential areas of your business, including your niche, marketing position, a compelling elevator pitch, core values alignment, even content areas to engage in. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, from somebody who's kind of done a lot of these things, is that it's just a lot of busy work, and you feel like and it is overwhelming. You're like, okay, well, to pick your niche, then you got to write down a list of 20 things, and then you got to do this thing with the list, and then in marketing position, you got to do all this and this, and then compelling. Oh, now I got to do an elevator pitch. Why do I have to do an elevator pitch? I just want to coach people. I just want to sell a product. Like I'm not going to be in an elevator. What? I'm not going to be meeting anybody in person. I mean, and then core values alignment. It's like, oh man, do I really need to do that? I just want to coach. I just want to sell my product. Event, even content ideas to engage your audience. Um, what kind of content? I mean, I would specify like blog, 10 blog ideas that attract, people like like a magnet, something like that. It's like even content ideas to engage your audience. Like, gee, I didn't think of that. I just think it's a little too much. Okay, so this report is the ultimate tool to cut through the noise, attract clients, and drive consistent sales, even if you're starting out. Okay, so I'm a little confused about this report. So I even watched the whole video. I mean, I didn't show it before because that's just not how I want to spend our time together. But um, you got two things going on here. You got this live virtual workshop, and then he's talking about this report. And then there is some parts where they allude to, um, this is like a personal, um, like a person, like 100% 30-page roadmap. I mean, that's what I would probably call it. I don't know if I would call it a compass report. I would call it like a blueprint or a roadmap. A report is like, it seems like something passive. Like you look at it and, you get something out of it. But maybe a roadmap or a framework or something where you are kind of involved. Um, that's just me being kind of nitpicky. All right. So like I said, it's kind of promising. It's trying to like whenever you just have like everything under the sun in the one thing it's just too much. And here's the way you would want to position it. And it's all about position. You could do all those things, but you talk about the irresistible offer as the main thing. You're gonna get this irresistible offer. And then everything else could be like just based a subset of that, right? Or even like bonuses. So irresistible offer, and we're going to clarify your message so your offer is it's clear as day, right? And then your off, underneath your offer, your offer is going to lead into your growth plan, which is going to be the starting point of the growth of your business or something, and or something along those lines. Um, it just seems like it's a big kind of a catch-all thing, and I gotta do all these things, And if anybody's done any of these things, it's a lot of like busy work. You're filling out forms, you're doing this, a lot of paperwork, and then you don't do anything because you're overwhelmed. There's just too much to do. You go, well, I got to clear messaging. I got an irresistible offer. And now I totally get it. Their offer at the end of this thing is probably to sell you on, we're going to do this all for you. Got it. But that's not what people are thinking, and that's not what they want. They're coming here from this ad to go to a workshop that's just going to solve whatever problem they have. We're create an irresistible offer in a day, right there. Boom. That's why I clicked on this ad, right? I didn't click on it to have a growth plan, or clear my messaging. I don't that resonated. I didn't sign up for that. I want this. This is what I want. This is why I clicked. So you got to focus on that thing. You got to make sure that you're delivering what people are expecting based on what they clicked your ad. You just spent money on that click. And so deliver on that. Okay. So, this report is the ultimate tool to cut through noise, attract clients, and drive consistent sales, even if you're just starting out. Okay. I like that. It's removing a lot of pain points, right? Let me just back up for a second before I get into this, because this really, I guess it really kind of annoys me, because I don't think people understand what it means to market your product and do sales and online advertising. It's very, very hard. And because I see a lot of these ads and then I never see them again, because people they spend all their money and then they go nowhere and they fail. There's so many failures. One of these days I'm gonna have a video of all the ones that had a total failure. You don't see the business anymore because they're doing advertising that's not working. You got to make this thing work, and you're spending money. So if you're out there and you're writing a landing page, writing a sales page, don't forget you're spending money on ads. And so these people who, there's a lot of businesses who say, just hurry up and get it up, or fail fast, or this, that, and the other thing. And look, I get it. I'm totally into the data, into the A/B testing and all that stuff, but take your time on writing a decent page first. Because everything I say right here, all these points, I know it fixes this page, but I would want to test it against something else just to see if something else was better. But these are like freshman mistakes. Okay, enough about that. Let's get into this line right here, which I think is really good. This report, see, okay, this is what really also gets me. This report, that is it a webinar? I mean, is it a workshop, or this report? Kind of like you're talking about two different things. I would say I don't know. I'm very confused. I mean, I guess I get like, on this virtual workshop, we're going to use this report. That's why I think it should be a framework or a blueprint, or something along those lines. A report just seems like, here's a report. This is like news. This is news. I would say this, and then I'd call it framework. I'd be like the coach, the coach's framework. Okay, so I would say the coach's framework is the ultimate tool to cut through the noise, attract clients, and drive consistent sales. I like that, because it's telling you can eliminate the stuff, like you're cutting through the noise, you're getting clients, and you're driving consistent sales, even if you're just starting out. I'm a big believer in trying to like just not intermingle these things. You can have them both, but I wouldn't intermingle. So I would have a section on you're a coach, you're a coach and you've already done you read this section. If you're just starting out, read this section. So you can talk to both people, but just not all in the same paragraph. You go, okay, because that way the people are like, is this for me? Yeah, it's for me. Okay, we've already done that. I like these testimonials, and here's what I like about them. I mean, they could be better, and I'll talk about why I think they should be better. But I'm going to tell you why I think these are great, because almost all of them talk about what they're selling, what digital mentors are selling. They're selling the workshop, and they're talking about the work. These testimonials are referring to the workshop. So this was a great workshop. This was an amazing workshop. Um, okay, this is more about the business. I absolutely love attending the workshop. Absolutely fantastic workshop. Incredibly valuable workshop. So, because a lot of businesses, they'll have testimonials about the business or maybe something like some upsell, like the coaching business. Like people, they want the simple thing. They want the free thing that you're offering, right? They want like, that's the whole point of the funnel is you bring people on gradually. You're not saying, we got this we got this $10,000 membership that we're selling to you. But pay attention to this little free workshop. You're like, oh, gee, I don't know. I mean, so if I do this, they're going to sell me on some $10,000. I'm not ready for that. But if you just don't even mention that, but you just bring them step by step by step, by the time you get to step 4, they will be ready for the $10,000 membership. But so a lot of businesses will sell the business or have testimonials that refer to the like the full-fledged coaching program. This one is focused only on this workshop, and that's what your testimonials need to do, is focus on what you want people to do. Here's the best testimonial you could ever have. Hey, I was looking for a way to improve my coaching business, and I went to Digital Mentors. I saw their ad on LinkedIn, just like where people. I saw their ad on LinkedIn. I clicked on it. I signed up for the workshop, and then I got all these benefits out of the workshop. If your testimonial can say exactly what you want your customers to do right now, then that's beautiful. And also, you should just, and even if you probably won't have a testimonial that says exactly that, because people just say stuff and they don't really conscious of how it's going to be perceived. But what you should do is write a story and go, we've heard a lot, we've heard a lot of, a lot of people come to our workshops or whatever, but their stories are typical of Alice. Alice was frustrated, she wasn't getting any clients, and then, saw our ad on LinkedIn, and then came to this page, and she signed up for the workshop, and then she attended the workshop, and she stuck around to the end, and she got all these great benefits. Like a lot of it is, like you're priming people, right? You take it, like what am I going to be doing? If I sign up, what am I going to be doing? Okay, well, and what do you want me to do? So you got to be very, very clear about that. Okay. Don't navigate your journey alone. Okay, I won't do that. Okay. This transformative digital mentors compass workshop is for you. Okay, so now it's a compass workshop. So there's a lot of stuff they're saying here that is just not. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's just it could be better. And like compass workshop. Okay, before it was a compass. It was a compass report, and the video is a compass guide. And then what is compass, right? Like I would explain, like, you need a compass for direction. Like we're going to direct it. You're the expert. You know exactly, your niche, you know this, but you need a little bit of direction. We're going to provide you this direction in the compass workshop. And then you're going to get the compass blueprint, especially made for coaches who want coaching clients and who want to sell a coaching product. Done. All right, you got to be very clear. And I say this all the time, and you're probably going to get sick of it. But if you can take your copy that's on your page and literally copy it, and put it on somebody else's page, and it sounds just fine, then you've done nothing. You haven't achieved anything. You need to work harder on it. Okay. So, so now we come down to this section, and I'm just going to kind of go through the page again to see what we're going to be hitting on part 4 of this, because this is going to be a 4-parter. I mean, this is not even a long page, but it takes a long time to kind of go through these pages because there's a lot to fix. There's a lot of stuff to fix. A lot of great stuff too. I really love the layout. Like I said, I love these testimonials. These are great. My improvements would be just to put like a header, but they're really short testimonials, so they probably don't need a header. Okay, so join me in the next part, and thanks for hanging out.